The House Ethics Committee today is airing some new dirty laundry, except this time it's their own. Democratic Representative Maxine Waters is facing ethics charges for helping secure bailout funds for a bank that had links to her husband. When the scandal first broke, the Republicans were all over it, claiming the high moral ground.
I've had to bring my members in from time to time and had serious conversations with them. And so it's part of what I've been trying to do to hold my members to a higher standard.
But today, leaked memos obtained by Politico show two committee lawyers were illegally sharing information about the case with Republican lawmakers. Now, a watchdog group is calling for an investigation into the ethics of the House Ethics Committee, saying, quote, the two lead attorneys handling the Waters investigation breached confidentiality by providing confidential material to those not authorized to view it. Joining me now is Melanie Sloan, Executive Director of Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, the group that's calling for this investigation. Ms. Sloan, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Now, why are you calling for this investigation? And let me make it clear, you have also been critical of Congresswoman Waters. So this is not that you have not come right down the middle in terms of the issues at hand here.
That's right. In fact, there are very few groups who have been as critical of Representative Waters over the years as we have, including over this very factual scenario. But that said, Ms. Waters was entitled to the full and accurate investigation handled by the Ethics Committee in a nonpartisan fashion. This is the one committee in Congress that is evenly split between Democrats and Republicans, and it's supposed to act in a nonpartisan fashion. And yet here we've seen allegations that the investigation into Representative Waters is irretrievably tainted by committee staff who were sharing information improperly, confidential information with members and staff not authorized to see it, and they were improperly accessing computers. And basically the investigation is completely tainted by this. It seems that Ms. Waters also may not have been given all the evidence that she was supposed to have been given.
You're giving me a whole lot here, and I want to walk through this.
Sure.
You're saying that it appears now, based on what has become public, that the investigation was compromised because they were sharing confidential information with Republican members that were not supposed to see this. So I would assume this is for political purposes.
That's certainly the allegation, that that the committee investigation was tainted by politics, and that there were Republicans who were really out to get Ms. Waters, and that they were using the staffers. The staffers were helping assist them in this task. Now, let me just say there are also counter allegations by some of these same staff members who lost their jobs, or they were put on administrative leave at the time, that the chief counsel of the committee was in fact doing his best just to protect Democrats. But given all these back and forth allegations, clearly what we need is an outside investigation of the Ethics Committee itself. The Ethics Committee is a mess. It's been known to be a mess for many years, but never to this level.
Now,
where there just
at the same time, you're also saying there's allegations about the Democrat, but you also said there's allegations that the Republicans withheld some of the evidence to Ms. Waters' lawyers, and so that she could properly defend herself. In fact, her lawyer released this statement. I want you to see this afternoon. The committee, this is her lawyer's statement, the committee was driven to bring a flawed case and ignore committee rules imposed to ensure fairness and due process. The only remedy is immediate dismissal with prejudice. No other remedy exists to cure this misconduct. And that's from Stan Brand, attorney for Congresswoman Maxine Waters. How can an ethics committee have an ethics inquiry and do it using questionable and unethical behavior?
Well, it can't, and clearly that's the point. And Mr. Brand is right that the ethics process and the investigation into Ms. Waters is tainted beyond any ability to use that material. I think the committee must dismiss the case it has in front of it. I think it's possible that the committee could start afresh with an outside counsel and reconsider from the very beginning, from the date the matter was first referred by the Office of Congressional Ethics. But there's no question that the case as it currently exists before the Ethics Committee can't go forward. And in fact, not only is there problems with that case now requiring an outside counsel, but the Speaker and the Minority Leader need to appoint another outside counsel simply to conduct an investigation of the Ethics Committee, because no member or any member of the public can in fact have confidence in anything that comes out of the committee given this state of affairs.
Well, this is the kind of thing that makes people not have confidence in Washington. At one level, you're accusing a member of Congress of some corruption. At another level, we're finding out the committee is compromised and possible political motivation. I mean, it is an absolute reason for the distrust. Well, at least I must say that you guys have been on this one straight down the middle. Not fans of Ms. Waters, in fact, critics, but say fair is fair. Melanie Sloan, Executive Director of the Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, thank you for your time this evening.
Thanks.